In the stirring 1989 blockbuster Field of Dreams, a 30-something farmer is driven to build a seemingly chimerical baseball venue in his cornfield. A similar drive might have inspired Darwin Meisnest, the University of Washington's youthful graduate manager, aka athletic director in today's parlance, as he lobbied for a permanent crossing of the Montlake Cut, which divided the UW's new stadium from points directly south. The final and easternmost bascule, intended to traverse the Lake Washington Ship Canal, 1916, was for Seattle voters a bridge too far. They had already funded completion of Ballard, Fremont, and University bridges, but repeatedly balked at the $500,000 needed to span the Montlake Cut. Meisnest, popularly known as Dar, already was instrumental in the 1920 erection of the UW's majestic new outdoor bowl, today known as Husky Stadium. He opted to bend his shoulder to the Sisyphean task of bridge building. For the stadium's inaugural football contest on November 27, 1920, between Dartmouth and the UW, Meisnest installed a footbridge atop a row of barges that straddled the canal. Thousands of grateful Southside gridiron fans crossed over, packing just christened Washington Field. Dartmouth's Hanover Horde won 28-7. Though teased by the temporary span, voters in 1921 continued to point thumbs down for the bascule. An undaunted Meisnest then pulled out all stops, invoking school spirit. UW alums were encouraged to twist the arms of tight-fisted friends and neighbors. Throughout the city were posted dozens of printed signs bearing the slogan, "You have your bridge, let us have one too." A twist of fate, unforeseen, or was it, turned the tide. Less than a week before a 1924 election in which a Montlake bond issue appeared on the ballot for the 6th time, the University Bridge malfunctioned, stranding thousands of unhappy motorists in a 20-block-long traffic jam. Opined the Seattle Times, Seattle should build the Montlake Bridge now. Already, it has been delayed too long. On May 8th, voters finally and overwhelmingly agreed. In little more than a year, the Montlake Bridge was completed, opening June 27, 1925. Its graceful Gothic design mirrored the architecture of the university, as well as the nearby stadium. A hyperbolic Seattle Post-Intelligencer heralded its opening as an epochal event and a milestone in the city's forward march. It singled out Meisnest, not long out of his teens, for his mighty and untiring efforts, even calling for a statue to be raised in his honor. Not bad for the young booster who dreamt up a field and a bridge to reach it. In our first then photo, just months before it opened, the double-leaf bascule Montlake Bridge is seen here under construction on February 6, 1925. Designed by the Seattle City Engineering Department, it measured 182 feet between trunnions, with a 68-foot-long reinforced concrete approach at either end. In our second then photo, on a windy day circa 1929, boaters holding onto their hats filled the Montlake Cut in this exuberant Seattle Post-Intelligencer photo. Here's a shot of Darwin "Dar" Meisnest, shown in his 20s. A graduate of Lincoln High School and the University of Washington, he served as the university's athletic manager between 1919 and 1928. In our now photo, on a calm day in April, a single sailboat passes beneath the bridge. The Montlake Cut today is lined with stately trees, several of which obscure the bascule bridge's south tower.